I'm a school teacher, I'm a 6th grade teacher, and I found out when the pandemic shut down cafeterias that my students' families didn't have enough money to put food on the table. And that a lot of them, because they were undocumented or because they were part of the working poor and worked 9 to 5, but still didn't have enough money to feed their kids, didn't have access to food pantries, or were scared to go to food pantries, or didn't want to sacrifice the dignity that came with standing on a line and waiting for food. And so I was really lucky and grateful to find the idea of community fridges, and started one in Mott Haven and then started another in Mott Haven. And what we found is that all of these community hubs throughout the city have the same thing in common, which is that a lot of these grassroots food justice efforts have a lot of difficulty with getting access to high quality food. So what we're doing is we're trying to bridge the gap, what we call the missing middle, between these huge food suppliers on the one hand, with lots of excess, and then these grassroots food justice initiatives on the other side that have really close connections to people in need, but that oftentimes don't have connections to the food. And we're trying to bridge that gap through a couple of things. One of the ways that we're trying to bridge that gap is through a volunteer task force of drivers. One of the ways is through scalable technology that makes it really easy to sign up and help out if you're a person with a heart that wants to make an impact on your own time. And then the third way is by getting in touch with more community hubs, and by putting more community fridges and other innovative methods to get food out to people in need. We need so much support in facilitating food donations, monetary donations. We are now affiliated with a 501c3, so we can take major tax-deductible donations. So we really need help in making sure that we can sustain this initiative, and would invite people again to visit our website and make a donation if you can, volunteer if you can.
My name is Mike Rivera. I'm from the Bronx, Kingsbridge originally. This is my son Jacob, and we are here bagging up green beans. So Jake has had a very different life than I had. He has some benefits that sometimes separate him from the realities of the world, and I think it's really important to kind of ground kids and get them away from the machinery and get them to see that you can do good. You can get out into the world and do some good.
These are both donations of frozen crab meat from the one and only Luke's Lobster Shack. Super excited to have these, and super excited for Luke's to be part of our network. Tacombe Community Kitchen. Tacombe Kitchen has like 10 locations all throughout the city, and they have a community kitchen. And in this community kitchen, they make burritos that they are sending directly to the Mott Haven Fridge Network to give out to community fridges throughout uptown Manhattan and the Bronx.
My name is Ruben Calderon, AKA Chino. This is the refrigerator.
We're bringing it back to individuals, helping individuals, and we're trying to just put a human face onto food rescue. And I think that community fridges are also such a great public statement, because when you have a community fridge out on the street, suddenly you're bridging the gap between public and private, because you're on a sidewalk and you're saying food insecurity is real, it's here, and you, all of your neighbors that are walking by this fridge, it's up to you to do something about it. And we're making that statement public and visible, and I really hope that we're changing and shifting the conversation about food insecurity in America, because in a place like New York, there's no reason why people shouldn't have access to food.